Meet Eldrie Synthesis 31, the most recent addition to the Integrity Knight Order, who was also part of the Human Guardian army. Eldrie is one of the supporting characters in both the Human Empire and War of Underworld sub-arcs of Sword Art Online Alicization. His primary choice of weaponry is his trusty Frostscale Whip, a divine object created from a two-headed snake that was once the lord of the largest lake in the Eastern Empire. Less than a year before the Battle of the Central Cathedral, Eldrie Wulfsburg was one of the trainees of the Imperial Knight Order of the Norlangarth North Empire, who had the honor of being its representative for the Empire Swordsmanship Tournament. There, he earned the right to represent the Norlangarth North Empire at the Four Empire Unification Tournament by defeating formidable opponents such as the top 2 ranking elite disciples of the Swordcraft Academy, Sortilina Serlut and Volo Levantaine. Following his subsequent victory in the Four Empire Unification Tournament, Eldrie was invited to the Central Cathedral and synthesized by Quinella to become an Integrity Knight, forgetting his past in the process due to the piety module installed in his head. His past completely unknown to him, the recently synthesized Eldrie Synthesis 31 was ordered by his mentor Alice Synthesis 30 to wait at the Central Cathedral garden in the middle of the night to intercept 2 criminals whose escape from the cathedral's prison the female knight had foreseen. The young knight was surprised by the accuracy of his mentor's predictions, but he was not one to underestimate his opponents. Despite the tactical ingenuity of his opponents, it was clear Eldrie was not intimidated by a possible failure against the criminals, although he was forced to resort to utilizing the memory release function of his Frostscale Whip in a moment of desperation. Although Eldrie was not threatened by the attacks of the criminals with their flimsy chains despite all that, he was not prepared to be confronted with his unknown past. The Knight in Purple completely broke down upon hearing the words of the flaxen-haired criminal, who called him Eldrie Wulfsburg, a name he did not recognize, but one that carried a sense of nostalgia for him. Despite being saved by Düsselbert Synthesis 7, he was unable to stabilize his condition enough to return to battle, which resulted in him regretting his failure that contributed to the fall of the Axiom Church for months to come. As the Great Eastern Gate disappeared in a big light show 6 months later, Eldrie promised himself that he would not fail this time. He would fight to protect the Human Empire and what remained of the Axiom Church. Above all else, he would do everything to protect his mentor, Alice Synthesis 30. But Eldrie was not the only leader on the battleground with an ideal, and he would come face to face with failure once again. For more information on Eldrie Synthesis 31 and Sword Art Online, make sure to visit the Sword Art Online Wikia. Check out these other SAO Wikia features that we know you'll find useful, and don't forget to follow us at SAO_Wikia on Twitter for the latest news on the series.